What's going on, guys, and welcome to my match preview for tomorrow night's game, Manchester United against Atletico Madrid away. And I don't know how to feel about it. I will tell you my prediction in a minute. I feel that it's not the worst team we could have got in the draw, and it's not the easiest either, I don't think. I've just watched the first half Chelsea-Lille, and I'd rather have got Lille, to be honest, or a team like that. But it is what it is. I don't by any means think that they'll run away with the game, Atletico. But if we make a lot of mistakes, they could easily get 3 or 4 goals, I think. So I know they're struggling at the moment, but we aren't exactly pulling up trees. So I think it's going to be a very interesting one. It might not be the best football because we're both kind of defensive teams. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow. My lineup I'll get to in a minute. But look, I don't think we will... Well, I know we won't win the Champions League. We're not close to it at all. We might not be in it next season, so we've got to make the most of it this year and just enjoy it. And I hope we can get into the next round. But it's going to be two tough, very tough fixtures. So obviously no away goal rule anymore. That changes things up a bit. And it's going to be interesting, as I said. Suarez for them, Oblak, João Felix, Griezmann. I think they've got that Carrasco. They've got some decent players. They may be struggling in the league at the moment, but they're not that far off of us in our position in our league. So I think they're 6th and we're 4th. A lot of people are saying that like the English league's a lot better than Spain is, and you might think that, but the Spanish team's got a great record against English teams in Champions League history. So I'm not getting carried away. I'm not getting overconfident about tomorrow's game. There's 2 legs, as I said. First leg is at their place tomorrow, 8 o'clock kickoff. I'm excited for it, but I'm not getting too carried away because a lot of people are confident we're going to go through. But as I said, if we turn up in this game tomorrow like we have done in certain games, they could embarrass us. And I don't think they'll do like a 5-0, but I could see at least a 3 possibly. So I'm personally, a prediction, here it comes. I'm going to go for a draw, and I'm going to go 1-1 tomorrow, and then that ties it up nicely for the Old Trafford leg, for the second leg. But I'm going to go 1-1 for tomorrow. My lineup, I would go with David De Gea. I'd bring Dalot back in. I don't think he should have been dropped in the first place. Dalot at right back, Varane and Lindelof as the centre-backs. Telles at left back, because I think Shaw has been very below par recently, or average at best. So I bring Telles back in, and then I'll go with Fred and Pogba in the midfield. Let Pogba... I mean, it's hard because Fred got a goal in the last game, but it's not Atletico Madrid. I don't want to disrespect Leeds, but Atletico are a different level to Leeds. I was going to say, you let Pogba have that free roam and get box to box and let Fred sit. It's dodgy though. Do you know what I mean? Because Fred can't do that deeper line playing role just as well as Pogba can do it. He'll struggle to do it, and he's not strong on the ball. He'll get pushed off. But if you let Fred roam free as well, he can get a goal, as he's proven. But it's tough on which one of them I still think I'd prefer Pogba to hold a bit more because of his ability to play long passes and diagonal balls and up the field balls, and he can play a pass and he can ping one. So I'd have Fred probably a little bit forward more than Pogba, but maybe switch it up at times of who goes up more and who holds. That would be my midfield. Then I'd go with Sancho on the right, Bruno at 10, Elanga on the left, and Ronaldo up top. I've heard today that Cavani hasn't trained for 2 weeks, which is a joke. And when he has played, he's been terrible, I think. Like, not good enough at all. And I'm a fan of Cavani, but let's be honest, he's not doing what he did last season when he came in. And he hasn't trained for like 2 weeks, I'm hearing. And I think he's on 200 plus grand a week. And he's at the age he is, and he has as many injuries as he's having. And he's probably out more than he plays. And we're paying him all that money, and he hasn't trained for all this time as well. Why are we paying him that money? It just goes to show what a joke the club is with contracts and deals for players. I mean, a lot of things don't surprise me with this club anymore. But I know he's going at the end of the season. But we've got no backup for Ronaldo if he's out. Martial's now gone. Greenwood's not available. So we have no options up top if Ronaldo can't play, which is concerning. But yeah, that would be my lineup. As I said, I'm going to go for a 1-1. I think, obviously, Suarez, I don't know who's fit for them and who isn't, but if they've got all these players I've mentioned, Suarez, Carrasco, Felix, Oblak, Griezmann, they can definitely cause us problems. And I think we shouldn't underestimate them, as we do with a lot of teams, because it will come back to bite us. I'd be happy with a draw tomorrow, going to their place. As long as we don't lose, I'd be ecstatic with a win tomorrow at their place. But I'd be just as happy with a draw, because we have to take something from that game tomorrow, in my opinion, to have a chance of going through in the second leg. We're going to have the crowd behind us in the second leg at Old Trafford, so even if we lose tomorrow, you could argue that we could still go through, which we could. But I think it's making a mountain for ourselves to climb, and we don't need to be doing that. We need to prevent that as much as we can. So a draw at very minimum tomorrow is ideal. And I think if we get a draw tomorrow, we will win at Old Trafford. But we have to cut out the mistakes, and the midfield has to be better. Will it? Will it? So I'm excited, as I said. I'm intrigued. I think it's a very interesting match. Simeone, Ronaldo have history as well from the past. It's all going to come together to add for, I think, a dramatic game, both legs. So one that might go down in history. Not in terms of the quality of football necessarily, but the emotions and circumstances and moments in the games. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. And I'll be back probably on Thursday with the post-match recap and the player ratings. I always tend to do it a day after the game itself. So look out for that, guys. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. As well, I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, guys. I can only do it with your help. So make sure you come and subscribe. Share the video to your friends, sports and football fans, and come and get them to join on the journey. Let's make it a community. And I can only do it with your help, guys. 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June is the target. That's 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June. Come along, enjoy the journey on that road to 2,000. I'll speak to you guys soon.